All right, I said I wouldn't probably record any of these, but we've only had Terran versus Zerg so far today, so damn it, do it live. This is a Terran versus Terran. My opponent is a Barcode. His portrait is a Cyclone. So I'm just gonna do my normal greedy build. We may die a horrible, painful death, but that's fine too. I really don't like TVT, so I play extremely greedy in the hopes that I either get an easy win because of my greed, or I lose very quickly. Because honestly, playing straight up TVT with mass marines and tank drops, like, I just don't enjoy it, you know what I mean? It's not the way I like to play the game. I like to play a little bit of a different style. I like mechanical units. I like to slow things down a bit, which I can't do in this matchup because of just the way that the game is designed for the most part. It's all about them marines and tanks. But, yep. Some people in the chat asked me about this Warcraft movie. It doesn't matter if it's based off of the RTS games. I literally have never played a Warcraft game. Ever. Like, ever. My friend forced me to play a Warcraft 3 ladder game 10 years ago, and I got tree rushed. I still, to this day, don't know what happened. So... Somebody asked me if I think the Liberator nerf hasn't affected TVT the way I want it to. It's not necessarily that. It's just early aggression in Terran versus Terran is really easy to do. So you kind of have to open up with Marines and tanks. And then switching into mech out of that is pretty bad. Like, on some maps you can still kind of do mech. That's the reason why I'm even recording this game, is because I believe this is a map where you can play mech. Otherwise I would just do a cheese and I wouldn't even record this. Most of the maps are too wide open. Like, you can't defend. Like, I thought tank drops weren't part of the problem, but on certain maps they are really hard to deal with. In particular, King Sejong Station is a really bad map for mech because of that, even though it used to be a good map. It used to be a good map for mech in Heart of the Swarm, but it lost all of that. It lost all of that magic. So this guy sees what I'm doing. If he Reaper expanded, then that's great for me. If he Reaper expanded, then he doesn't really have a whole lot to, Wow, he had a Reaper in my base and he just scanned. Really? Unless he's doing like multiple Reapers or some form of Reaper cheese. I don't know why he would scan. I thought he saw enough. Maybe he wasn't paying very good attention. Don't mean to insult my opponent, but I mean, his Reaper was like right here. He saw my he saw my barracks. He didn't see a factory. Maybe he saw how fast the third command center was. With a third CC this quick, there's no way I was like hiding my factory somewhere. You don't 3CC rush with your factory on like the other side of the map. Just in case anybody's wondering, like, Nate, maybe he thought that you were just gonna build your factory on the opposite side of the map while rushing 3 command centers after going CC first. Because A, no one does that, and B, yeah, that's terrible. Actually, you probably forgot to click on your buildings. This is a command center. It's really easy to tell. I didn't have a factory started yet, so what else could it have been? Because all he saw was a barracks and a third CC, and I was about to start my factory. Anyway, like I said, it's just silly. So, I think one of the keys to not dying in the early game with this strategy is to open with a Viking and a Liberator. And hear me out on this one. I think that just Vikings is okay for dealing with drops, but any frontal attack usually is just like straight up, you're dead. Like, usually never survive any sort of frontal attack if you try to open up with like Hellions. And to be fair, yes, Hellions are weak units, especially against Marines that are being healed by Medivacs. But it's for this precise reason right here that I think what I'm about to do is not the worst. It's not the worst thing ever. So this Liberator is gonna come out. And I'm just going to put this Liberator onto where the tank is. And see, I would have had to attack that with Hellions if I didn't use the Liberator. Now, I still think that maybe the Viking being in a different spot could have helped, but it's actually okay to lose SCVs. It's important to keep in mind that I played ridiculously greedy. So, you know, the other weird thing is that Liberators can't kill Liberators anymore. Alright, well, that's fair. If you want to do that, man, you do your thing. You do you. Actually, I'm not bothered by that at all. That in particular does not bother me because it tells me that he's not putting his money straight away into getting what he needs, which is a really big bio push to kill me as I take my third. Wow, he's already mining from his third and has the gas. Alright, never mind. My opponent's actually abusing me pretty nicely in that case. This is a good meta game. Because I did not... Wow, he's going mech too! Shit! So I'm just behind. Okay. Alright, he just threw away a lot. Alright, well, this game got really weird. I'm not actually sure what's going to happen now. I'm impressed that he's also going to go mech. Not a lot of people have the balls to do that. He ate some shots off my Liberator, though, which was very kind of him. Oh, Hellbat drop. Dude, nice. I love this. So he's just playing like normal mech, I guess. What's he got at home? Thor. All right, I don't have to play Liberators. Play. I don't actually have to play Liberators. I don't think that this is a game-winning position by any means, but I actually do want to try to capitalize on this attack that he just did. I don't know if I can. Not necessarily ideal, but I'd say that's still okay. Mostly depends if he has this base. He doesn't. Crazy game. Alright, that did not go the way I was hoping that it would. One of them ran over to their deaths. Rip. Well, tough game, guys. I'm going to try to win this in Mass Cyclones. Not because it's the best way to play, but this is how I would like to win. Maybe Liberator range would be nice. I think with that attack, though, I just made sure he... Like, if he wants to counterattack now, like, there really shouldn't be a whole lot I can do. I'm just going to try to run by, hope that the damage I did to those tank lines opens up a window. Yeah, we're totally dead. GG, well played.